Yo. Once again, his own. Back at you one more again, part 2, as promised. So Ryan's in the penitentiary, man. He's a low-level prison, courtesy of his best friend, the Warden. Being that the Warden was who he was able to get Ryan to this facility. They had to keep everything that they did, as far as their friendship, as far as, the fact that they even remotely knew each other, had to be kept under wraps. See, when you go to these prisons, they have special jobs. In prison, in Kentucky anyway, you make about 25, 26 bucks a month. Now imagine that. A lot of people don't want to work out here on these streets for $15 an hour. Man, that ain't paying me nothing. But to go to the pen and be forced to work for literally 63 cents a day. That's what you make in Kentucky prison, 63 cents a day. Wow, think about that, 63 cents a day, which equivalent, is equivalent to, like I said, 24, 25, 26 bucks a month. Whatever the exact amount is, it's not a whole hell of a lot of money. But you get in these prisons and they offer special jobs. They offer jobs to where you have to have a certain skill set. Maybe you know how to drive a backhoe. Maybe you know how to do plumbing or electrical work. Or maybe you know how to, you have a special skill. See, prison is all about getting as much done for as little as possible. I'm going to break that down for you. If they brought in individuals to drive a backhoe and do the things that they need dug out or what have you in prison, I don't even know. Y'all jump in the comment section, let me know what a backhoe operator respectfully would charge on the streets. But in prison, they're going to call it a special operations or a special job. And they're going to pay you about $125 to $150 a month. Maybe $200, depending on how much you work per month. And those are great jobs in prison. Special assignments. Well, being that the Warden, who he was, he calls Ryan into his office. Nothing, strange about that or whatever. They have a talk because you got to realize this. They had spoken while Ryan was out on bond. He had already, promised Ryan, listen, I'm going to get you to my facility. But when you come here, these are the things that, you can't do. We can't alert anyone. This is my job. This is my, but you my dog, you my partner. So Ryan already pretty much knew, how to conduct himself. The Warden's house is right there on the, right there by the facility. When I say right there by the facility, I'm talking about jumping in his car in 2 minutes, he's at the facility. Nice house. I'm assuming the prison, provided the house or whatever. He has some things going on at the house, and that's a big house, so he needed some work done on the house. Well, guess who they're gonna use? Old faithful inmates. Nah, we're not gonna call in nobody else to do this for $30 an hour. We get these inmates to come in here and do this for $125, $150 a month. A month, working 6 days a week. You're gonna pay them $150 a month, and you bring in 10 inmates. Wow. Not even supposed to really be doing this for real. But guess what? It's a lot of stuff that they do and they're not supposed to be doing off the backs of inmates. Ryan is obviously part of that special project, special projects, that's what it's called. Special projects group. Roughly 10 people, 8 to 10 people. Painting, putting the fence up, digging the, when you putting a fence in the ground or whatever, you got to take the stud. What's them Johns called, man? I forgot what it was called. Basically, you got to dig the hole in order to put the post down in the ground. I forgot what that's called, man. For you all that know, Let it be known, because I forgot. But I definitely know, because they sent me on a job one time, and I was out there for one day. It was at the Kentucky Horse Park. And we had to do that shit, and we was putting a fence up, and we had to use that little machine. It wasn't nothing electrical about it. Manual labor. Put that little thing in the ground, pause, and do like that with it. I was going to say spread it apart, but I didn't. And dig the hole or whatever, and then slide the wood there, because it was a wooden fence. And I forgot what the hell that shit is called. They needed a fence put up. A roof redone. Gutters. Painting. All of these things done on the you all's dime, because you are always complaining about, not everybody, but the majority of you are always complaining about taxes, and we take care of inmates, and the state is the one sending these people to prison for little or nothing. Not everybody, but a lot of the inmates. Remember, it's about making money. It's about that bottom line. Got a special projects. It's gonna last for 6 months minimum. Working on the warden's house. Again, Ryan's a part of that. He's seeing his best friend every single day. Warden's doing what he can do. Bringing him food. But see, what they do is they'll feed you. Every Friday you get a meal. Imagine that. Imagine that. Every Friday they have people, caterers or people that's gonna cook or whatever, and you get a nice meal. Remember, this project is gonna last 6 months. You making way more than what you would make on a regular, job, making $25, $26 a month. You can support yourself off $150 a month in prison. You can support yourself. Everything costs. Everything's going smooth. They act as though they don't know each other from time to time. They would maybe get a couple minutes to, holler or whatever. A few days a week here, slide, Ryan some real food. See what I'm saying? But he couldn't alert the other inmates, so Ryan understood this. In the meanwhile, on the prison compound, because he's doing his job 8, 9, 10 hours a day. On the prison compound, Ryan didn't have no problems. Whatever way he did it, the warden had instructed people, hey, don't mess with this guy. I don't know exactly the intricacies of it, but Ryan didn't have any problems, which he wouldn't have anyway, because he wasn't causing any problems, disturbances. People know. See, the thing about it, when you got hands, man, when you're a fighter, when you can throw them things, man, when you done beat a motherfucker to death, the word spreads. It travels, and it travels briefly, quickly, expeditiously, instantaneously. Y'all get the point. Ain't nobody gonna run up on this dude, man. Plus, he's kind of quiet. He's reserved. He's not. Ryan's whole day in prison was get up, go to work. In prison, at this particular prison, you had to be up by, I think, 7:30 count. It's 7:30 count in the morning. They're going to clear count at about 8 o'clock, 7:55, 8 o'clock. When I say clear count, meaning you're free to go about your day until the next count. They would all meet up. They get on a van, even though it was only a couple minutes away. Drive to the warden's house. 8 o'clock. You there until 5, 6 o'clock in the evening. Come back, you got to get strip searched. Once you get strip searched, it's count time or whatever. After that, got to go work out. Got to go get it in, man. Go work out. The end of the day, it's 8:30, 9 o'clock when the yard closes in the summertime. Yard shuts down at about 8:30, 8:45. Once that happens, you go in the dorm, take a shower, you cook your food, because you hungry now. You hungry again, you cook your food or whatever. Plenty of commissary. Ryan had plenty of commissary. The warden was making sure that he was good. The warden was making sure his best friend / inmate was good money-wise. Get on the phone, call your wife, call your girl, whatever. Talk to your kids. Watch a TV show, watch the news at 11 o'clock. You ready to lay it down. You got to be back up the next morning. See, a lot of people don't understand that in prison is structure. That's the one thing I do miss about prison. People say, and I'm going to do a video on this. Kids, do you miss prison? No. But there are elements of it that I miss. The respect and the structure. But that's a different day. A different video for a different day. You have structure. You have to get up. You have to be here. You have to be there. If you don't, you're going to get right up. And in between time that I was mentioning, you got classes that you have to attend. The warden was making sure Ryan was super straight. But all the while, not making it as though there was an obvious favoritism going on. Ryan was dealing with some problems, man. He wasn't dealing with key, normal penitentiary problems. Like I said, people knew who he was. They wasn't going to run up on him. This dude was a gorilla. They wasn't going to run up on Ryan. You at a low-level camp. Ain't nobody trying to shank you and stab you. But this girl, he's dealing with family problems, man. This girl was starting to act kind of distant. In his mind, he's thinking, well, the money's gone. So when the money's gone, does that mean she's gone? Can't be that, though. Your mind's playing tricks on you. Every night I can't sleep. I toss and turn. Visions of bodies being burned. My mind's playing tricks on me. His mind was playing tricks on him. Was she just in it for the money? But then you revert back and you think, well, when I first got with her, I didn't have no money. No moolah, baby. I didn't have no money, so it can't just be for the money. But why is she acting? I can just tell. You can tell when your woman is acting differently. Women can tell when a man is acting different, like something is just not right. Any other time, they ready to go to war. They ready to just dive off the you know what I mean? Now I done go through my New York shit. Them New York dudes, man, the East Coast dudes, shout out to you. You know what I mean? But sometimes when you trying to express something and you don't really have the words to come forward. So I'm gonna give you a prime example of what I just did. You ready to dive off you really want to say the top tier, the highest building, but you can't think of that in your mind, or that's just not what's coming to your mind at that point. I'm ready to, you know what I mean? Shout out to the East Coast, man. Know what I mean? What? Can't quite put he can't quite figure out. But the issue is, every time he's afforded an opportunity to speak with her, which is often, because the warden is his buddy, but he can't speak to her as much as he wants to because they can't make this thing obvious. The visits start to slow up. Y'all rock with me if you know what I'm. If you know, you know. Baby, I'm in town. We live 15 minutes away from the prison. Not even 15 minutes, probably 10, 12 minutes. Why ain't you been to see me? Oh, well, I had this going on in my car. Understandably. Things happen in life. Life happens. My car and this happened and that happened. Okay, baby, but we don't have a lot. But I left you with some money. See, Ryan left. Remember I told you Ryan was on the grind, on the gridiron, when he was out on bond. So I may have said he didn't have no money. I was just speaking like, I didn't literally mean no money, but not in comparison to what he was used to. I'm gonna left you with some money. You got to, make this last. Make it last forever. You got to stretch this, pause, double pause. I left you with, 12, 15, 20,000. I need you to send me X amount of dollars. But I'm gonna be good because my dude is the warden. But until we, it's gonna take a little bit before I need you to send me this money, $100 a week, $125 a week, so I can talk to you on the phone. Yeah, prison costs, just like anything else. You wanna make a phone call, this shit costs, man. And again, the people that have been in prison, jail, come on, kids, we know this shit, but you got to understand the majority of the world, Craig, they haven't been to prison. They don't know these things, so I have to break them down. Bear with me. Kick your feet up. Relax. Simmer down. Have a drink. She's doing these things, but he's noticing that the money is slowing up. The 125 to 150 a week was all the way down to $75 a week, which is still very good in prison, but this is my money, though. You see what I'm saying? This is not your money that you're sending me out of your, you done worked hard in your paycheck. This is my money, my Skrilla, my cornbread and cabbage. This is my money. The money dwindled all the way down to $35, $40 a week. What the fuck is going on, man? The fuck is going on? I understand you got bills. I understand you got this, you got that, but you only sending me $35, $40 a week. The fuck I'm gonna do with that, man? I'm gonna spend that in phone calls, calling you 3-4 days. I'm gonna run through that 5-6 days a week. You playing with my money? So you start to develop that prison mentality when you locked up. Even though you may not say it, even though you might not, but it still comes through. She frustrated because you're not there. You're the provider, the protector. You all done got married. I failed to mention that, but hey, I don't edit my videos, not too much. And I'm always keep it real. You all have gotten married at this point, right before you went into prison. You my wife at this point. They went to the courthouse and got married, just to solidify things. A lot of times dudes do that. Baby, you with me? Yeah, baby, I'm with you. No, baby, are you with me? I need to know, are you down for a nigga? You know I'm down. I need you to be my motherfucking wife then. That's the proposal. Rock with me. I go to the courthouse to get married. All the while, she been wanting to get married all the time. You was doing your thing, not in Ryan's particular situation, but I'm just in comparison. She been wanting to get married, have a family. Y'all have a family, but she been really wanting to do things the right way. But you was too busy. But now you gonna go to the joint and do a little beard stretch or whatever. Are you down with me or what? You gonna be my fucking wife? That's how it be. So they ended up getting married. Things aren't the same. Things just ain't the same for gangsters. But I'm a little bit too famous to shoot these wanksters. Yeah, I just jump off into songs and movies and all type of things. So like I said, if you don't know, you don't. But if you do, you do. Y'all rock with me, man. This is one of those things to where you already paranoid. When you're not there, it's like, ain't no telling what she's doing. As I mentioned, the visits become less and less. Calling her, she's not answering the phone a lot of the times, half the time, 35, 40% of the times, opposed to whenever I called her. Hey, baby, hello, how you doing? Hey, I love you, I miss you. Are you okay? Are you? It goes from that to, hello, nothing. I'm fine. Yeah, just tired. Yeah. you start to notice the changes, man. I'm speaking nothing but real shit. I should have motherfucking 5 million subscribers at this motherfucker. Just my opinion, though. Because I'm going to keep it real and I'm going to spit the real. Gets to the point to where she's coming every other week. Visits is Friday and Saturdays. Saturday and Sundays in prison. Then if it's a special holiday like Memorial Day, 4th of July, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, the visits, instead of being Saturday and Sunday, they may run depending on what day that holiday falls on. For instance, let's just say Christmas falls on a motherfucking Wednesday. You're going to have visits on Tuesday, which is Christmas Eve. Visits on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. She don't show up no days. You calling, she's not answering. You calling, she's not answering. You calling. What's going on? The fuck is the deal? You already frustrated. See, that's why I don't be coming down there, because you always frustrated. No, I'm frustrated because I haven't heard from you. That's why I'm frustrated. I want to hear from you. The fuck is going on, man? That don't bode over well. Prison causes a divide in your family, and your relationships, and your, things at home not going right. She's at home, but you know she's doing something, but she insists, I'm not doing it, I swear to God. That's the first indication that she's doing something. I just go to work and come home. Fellas, whenever she's telling you, and ladies too, but I'm a guy, so I've heard, I deal with women, so I just go to work and deal with the kids and come home. That's the first indication she's doing her thing. Now every other week turns into every 3 weeks, once a month, as far as visitations. Phone calls, you barely answer them. When we do talk, is brief. Money done dried all the way up. I'm in this motherfucker, man. I ain't got nothing now. I done left her, the money to send me. She done stopped sending. I got bills and I got this and I... Understandably. It's like Ryan paid off all the bills before he left. What the fuck I'm gonna do? Warden's looking out for me as much as he can, but there's only so much he can do because he got to protect his 6-figure-a-year job. Here goes the interesting twist in the story. The wife has essentially hacked into one of Ryan's older phones. You have a phone, and then over time you get another phone, then over time you get another phone, then over time you continue to ascend, get better phones. Because she was bored one night, guess she was, I don't know, whatever the case may be, she was able to get into one of his phones. He got codes, locks on the phones, but fellas, understand this. Your woman can pry into any phone that you got. You may think that she can't. You may think, I'm going to put a code on her. She'll never guess this, and ain't no way she can fuck the police. That's the code. Fuck the police. She going to figure that shit out. She gonna figure it out. She got into his phone. She seen some messages between him and the warden. Y'all listen up, man. It's the realest shit I ever spoke. She seen some messages between Ryan, the MMA fighter, the quiet dude that was laying motherfuckers out in the ring, and if you run up on him in prison, you was definitely gonna be put to sleep. Messages. Ryan and the Warden's messing around. They arguing, having spats, lovers quarrels. What the fuck? This is her reaction. I told y'all this it's a video right here, man. It should go platinum. It should. This video should go platinum right here, man. The fuck? You my husband? You was my man long before you was my husband, but regardless, you was mine, and I'm not seeing no other messages but you and the Warden. Y'all messing around? Big tough MMA fighters knocking motherfuckers out and choking motherfuckers up. Messing around with another dude. That's cool if that's what you want, if that's what your preference is, if that's what you choose to do. Oh yeah, we do all this shit live. Ain't no editing. I edit sometimes, but you know, it's hot outside. Shit is itching. Respectfully. She's trying to grasp, you know, what she's just read. It's not a whole lot of conversation, but it's enough to where she knows. She knows. Motherfucker, you been messing around with a man. You been what? Wait, whoa. Watch what you say on the phone, baby. Watch what you say on the phone. Every phone call is monitored. At this point, Ryan's just in the pen. He's still struggling. Not really struggling, but $35, $40 a week, and you know the Warden's still helping you out, so you're still good, but you can't always just jump on the phone because again, you got other inmates. You go into this job 6 days a week at the Warden's house, but you still gotta, you know what I mean? Be mindful. Motherfucker. You was dead wrong, though, for acting shady towards him prior to you even finding these messages. Let's not get it, you know, twisted. Let's not get it misconstrued. You was dead wrong. Because when the money was there, everything was all good. But at the same time, he was dead wrong for being with you and fooling with this dude. And you didn't have no clue of it. I'm thinking you the big bad MMA fighter. Which he was. He just like to get a little zesty sometimes, man. Sometimes people like to get a little zesty. I mean, you know, I don't. Maybe you don't. Maybe she don't. Maybe he don't. But you got some people that, you know, every once in a while, they want to get a little zesty. And some people just want to be zesty all the time. I don't know. Whatever the case may be, he was getting zesty with the Warden, his best friend, from time to time. She's seen a couple occurrences, a couple situations in the phone that she knew about. What she was able to determine by the text messages that she was able to retrieve. And I don't even know why, first of all, he was doing it. Secondly, why didn't you erase that shit? But dudes are stupid. We always gonna leave shit laying around. Always gonna leave shit laying around. That's why women always catch us up and shit. Just don't do this. If you don't want to be in a relationship or marriage or whatever, or you want to be dating outside of the situation that you in, just allow her to go be great. Allow her to go be happy and then find somebody else. Don't just hold her hostage thinking that, you know, it's just y'all and then you been messing around and 15 years of her life been wasted believing in you. She lets it be known. Listen, baby. I ain't no listen, baby. I'm about to expose this shit. I'm about to expose this motherfucking shit. No, baby, just hold on. Just hold on. Let me see what I can do. In the meanwhile, because there's several different nuances to this, intricacies, and several different circumstances and stories within this story. I'm not gonna make a part 3 though. I'm not gonna leave y'all with a cliffhanger. I'm gonna go and tell you this now. Ryan and the Warden are kind of bumping heads because, come to find out, the Warden had been messing with another inmate, and Ryan finds out. That the Warden had been messing with another male inmate. Actually, let's rewind that. Ryan finds out that the Warden had been messing with another male officer, staff. The Warden is married too, been married for a lot of years. He older than Ryan, not much older. Ryan was 28 at the time, the Warden was 36, 37. But you messing with another male staff, you married, was dealing with me on the streets. We hooking up whenever we get a chance to get I'm gonna just say infinite pause, a quickie in. I need inmate Ryan to my office. I need inmate Ryan to my office, to the Warden's office. They getting quickies in whenever y'all can get them in. Warden's giving me phone calls, a little money on my books or whatever, but damn, you messing with another motherfucker, and I already knew you was married, so it's cool because it's not cool, but I'm just saying in this particular situation, I knew you was married. You been knocking me. I can't even. The Warden had been knocking Ryan off, and the Ryan had been knocking the Warden off. This motherfucking Warden was the booty bandit? What, a wife? He's a booty bandit? Been acting real strange lately. Food done slowed down. Phone calls done slowed down. I'm just concerned with my career. I'm concerned with my job. It's the Warden speaking. I think that we need to fall back and so you trying to let me go? You trying to fire me from the because other inmates are starting to notice certain things, and they're it's quiet whispers, favoritism going on, and I can't, understandably. So we're gonna have to cut this thing short. Bro, you know that my girl's acting funny and she's not sending the amount of money, and this money that I'm making, because you get overtime in prison. You work over 40 hours, they got to pay you time and a half. So that $150 a month that I said, at $225, $250, $275, you know that I'm contingent upon, I need this. We just got to fall back. We got to, so damn, you firing me? It's not that I'm firing you, I'm just protecting myself. I'm going to still look out for you, but I'm protecting myself. Why are you going to look out for me? When you going to send me $100 a week to make up for what I'm making at this job? It was a discrepancy. It was I don't know, it was a discrepancy. I was trying to think of another word to say, but it was a major issue. On the flip side, the wife, she done seen the message. She done, listen, baby, he confesses. He confesses to her, listen, I did this. I was wrong. I was totally wrong. Him and I never had sexual relations, as far as, I can't say it's on YouTube, but we never did the do. We just got together, watched some, explicit movies together, and he would do his thing, I would do mine, and that's just what it was. But it was never, I was curious, but we never, but listen, let's think logically. You need money, I need money. I'm gonna handle this, baby, I promise you, I'm gonna handle this. Just please don't leave me, I'm gonna handle this. Brian goes to the warden. Hey, Warden, I need to talk to you. Best friend. But the best friend stigma or tag is, you know, further and further and further apart. I'm gonna keep it all the way real with you, bro. Wifey seen the messages, man. And one of my older phones, how could you let this happen? Man, I had a code on my phone, man. Fuck the police, man, and she figured it out. Fuck the police. And she figured it out. I ain't never even had a problem with the police. So how the fuck would she know to type in fuck the police, but she figured it out? She got the messages. She's threatening to go to the media. Oh no, we can't have this happen. I know we can't. I'm trying to go home on parole. You trying to, you know, keep your job. Wardens make a lot of money for doing absolutely nothing. Pieces of shit. Y'all seen what's that motherfucking movie? I forget it every time, dog. Morgan Freeman and Andy. Well, Andy's not his real name. I forget this motherfucking movie every time, dog. Y'all jump in the comment section. Let me know. It'll come to me. It'll come to me in the middle of the video. I'll be like, oh yeah, the movie was called Shawshank Redemption. How them wardens be, man? Bitch ass motherfuckers. It was a situation. Ryan's smart, though. He knows he's gonna capitalize on this situation. Listen, man. Wifey wants X amount of dollars not to go to the media with this. I can't give her fucking $150,000. I don't have that type of cash laying around. She gonna work with us. Jay-Z say jigger. Plus, if they were short with cheese, I would work with them. That's what he said. If they were short with cheese, I would work with them. H to the Izzo, V to the Izzy. For shizzle, my nizzle. Used to dribble that in VA. That's what we're gonna have to do, man. I got some people on the streets. Remember I told you Ryan was already, you know, slanging them things. Matter of fact, it might be a part 3. It's probably gonna be a part 3. But then again, it might not be. Because I don't want to cheat the people out of their views. What they're listening to out of their ears. Absolutely not. I'm not gonna do anything like that. Listen, all you gotta do is go meet with my people. My people gonna give you the necessary product. My girl, you know, she's gonna line it up. I'm gonna give you $2,000 a week, and we gonna get paid in this motherfucker, man. I'm gonna give you $2,000 a week. Your name will never ever come up. All you gotta do is just bring me the product, keep these motherfucking COs off my head, what you've already been doing. She got to understand in prison, drugs is it's that thing. It's that number one money maker. I might sell a gram on the streets for what, $10, $15, $20 on the streets back then. Prison, man, that shit's going for $250, $300 a gram. For y'all that don't know what a gram is you got to look up your math and, you know, I'm not gonna get on here and explain the whole, you know, your digs to you. When I say your digs, the whole ordeal to you. But just understand that a gram typically on the streets you might make $100 off of. Not even make. You bring in $100. In prison, that same $100 that you off of a gram, a grizzam, and actually I said it wrong, to be honest, initially. Been so long since I've, you know, off of a gram in prison. Shit. Nigga, $1,000, man. $1,500. Off of a grizzy. $1,500. in prison. Easily. Dudes want to get high. They got people on the streets, man. They got money. They sending people money. Dudes is locked up. Just because you locked up don't mean you don't got no money, man. 1,500, man. Warden ain't hearing that shit. Okay. Well, you're gonna lose all this shit because wifey's about to expose your ass. All you gotta do is just call my people, bring it in. I'm gonna give you $2,000 a week, man. Warden eventually agrees to it. The relationship is already strained. It's already controversy. It's already, Ryan's feeling some type of way because he finds out that the warden's messing with another inmate. So like I said, he's a booty bandit. Ryan's words, eyes, ears, perception. You knocking me off, I'm knocking you off, but you doing the same thing to another inmate, and you got a wife. So fuck you. Drugs in prison is huge. But Ryan didn't solely trust his wife because he knew, I can't send all my bread to her. I can't send all my money to her because she's already shown me that you'll just walk away. So all this money that I'm making, if I'm paying the warden $2,000 a week, what do you think I'm making? What do you think Ryan's making? People in prison, they might not all have money, but they're gonna figure out a way to get that money. $200, $250 for a gram. A gram. They're gonna get that bread, man. I'm really reflecting back. I'm reflecting back because it's been so long since I've been in a game like that. Since I've talked like these criminal. So everything that I said is really scratched as far as the figures. It's way more than $250 a gram in prison now that I think about it. Way more. I don't know. I think I actually said $1,000 a gram or whatever. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. $1,000 a gram in prison. If I didn't say it, that's what I'm saying. If I did say it, that's what I meant. $1,000 a gram in prison. That's what I meant to say. So I've been out of the system for so long, and I try to push these thoughts and memories to the back of my head, but now they're coming back, and I'm really honing in and remembering exactly what it was. I'll give you $2,000 a week, but if you don't do this, my girl's going to the press with proof. Ryan became the man on the yard. But Kens, I mean, do they got cash in prison? I mean, how did he become the man on the yard? They had what's is now Cash App, but back then it was what is it called? I forget what it's called. Green Dot. Go to the store, buy a Green Dot card for $3-4. You got a Green Dot card, I got a Green Dot card. I got your account number. I want to transfer this money, so before I give you anything, have your people. I got a cell phone now. If you got the narcotica, if you got the drug, then you got cell phones. You ain't got to talk on the prison phones. If people owe me $500, before I give them anything, they owe $500. You got the account number. They deposit the $500 to your account. You call on your cell phone. COs are already not fooling with you. They already not, bothering you. Oh, the $500's been deposited. Okay, I'm gonna give them the product. It's only so much money you can put on a green dot, but you have several different green dot cards. The money's piling up. Money's piling up. Warden's not really into it for the money, because he making plenty of money, but he at $2,000 a week is cool, but the blackmail is hanging over my head, and it's just like the relationship was strained. It was just straight business, man. I know I may have told you all it wouldn't be a part 3, but guess what? It's gonna be a part 3. It's gonna be a part 3, man. And I'm gonna drop that shit. I'm gonna drop it like it's hot. Triple pause. It's gonna be a part 3. You don't want to miss. You don't want to miss what's ultimately gonna happen between Ryan and the Warden. Real Kens TV. Hopefully you like the video. Feel free to comment. Definitely share. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Be sure to hit that post notification. So anytime I bring you this action and this heat, guess what? You're amongst the first to receive Real Kens TV Part 3 coming soon. Pause.